The smell coming off this is absolutely incredible. The only thing left to do now is test it. G'day, I'm Schuey from Smoked Barbecue Sauce, where we want to help you improve your barbecue game. Today, I'm going to show you how to smoke tri-tip. It's such an underrated and inexpensive cut of beef, but super tasty. Tri-tip gets its name from its shape, and obviously that's from its shape with 3 tips, 1, 2, and 3. Today, I'm going to be smoking this 2.8 pound Angus tri-tip. Now, we'll need a little prep first. We're going to remove the fat cap and any silver skin that's on it. Now, just use a sharp knife to make this task a lot easier. Now, when trimming up any large cuts of beef, how much fat you remove is personal preference, but you want to get rid of all that silver skin. So I'm happy with that now. We're just going to flip it over and we're going to trim off all this fat and silver skin on the bottom. I'm going to keep it simple with the seasoning on this cook, using an even blend of kosher salt, black pepper and granulated garlic. We're just going to give that a good shake up. Just give the entire tri-tip a good covering of the seasoning. Don't forget to do both sides. Now we're just going to let this sweat away for 30 minutes and effectively dry brine. Today I'm going to be using my Z-Grill 700 pellet smoker, and I want to be smoking this tri-tip at 250 degrees Fahrenheit today. Easy enough to do, just start it on the smoke setting and open up the hood. You will get a lot of smoke initially, and once the smoke settles and we can actually hear the flame, we can close the hood down, we can turn the dial around to our desired temp. And today I'm using a blend of cherry, pecan and Australian hardwood pellets. So once our smoker is ready, we can pop the tri-tip in. I'm just going to insert an internal temp probe into the tri-tip. That way we can track its temp during the cook. All left to do is close the lid and let the smoker do its thing. The steak has been smoking away for 30 minutes now and is currently sitting at 96 degrees Fahrenheit internally. I love playing with flavors and this cook is no different. I want to build on that beefy flavor of the tri-tip and that seasoning that we apply. I'm just going to pour this beef broth into a spray bottle, and that way we can give the tri-tip a spritz during the cook. So we're just going to open the door and give it a quick spritz with the bone broth and close it back up. I personally don't feel the need to flip a tri-tip when smoking them. Because it's laying on a tray, the smoke and heat can roll around the tri-tip, cooking it evenly. And we just want to take it to that perfect medium rare of 135 degrees Fahrenheit internally. And then take it off the heat and we're going to let it rest for 10 minutes. All up, this tri-tip took 1 hour and 20 minutes to reach an internal temp of 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Now what's left to do is to slice it up. Now with tri-tip, we really need to remember how the grain was running before we start slicing into it. Remembering the grain starts in this corner and then it fans out. So starting at this pointy end, and I'm going to be cutting across the grain. Now the thickness you cut these is purely up to you. I prefer to slice them 1/4 inch thick. The smell coming off this is absolutely incredible. And then when we get to this point in the muscle, the grain changes. So we're going to spin it around and we're going to keep slicing it, but on this angle now. Now by cutting across the grain, you're going to end up with a more tender bite. As opposed to if you cut with the grain, it's going to be tough and chewy to eat, and you don't want that. The only thing left to do now is try it. If you'd like to check out this recipe a little further, there's a link in the description of the video to the website, which has a wealth of barbecue knowledge. Cheers and thanks for watching.